Hey fellow patriots, I wanted to make a quick comment or two on natural law. UnifyThePeople.ca in most cases, when writing their constitutions, are going back to natural law because it's simple. It's not been hijacked, and it's right back to the basics, let's say. Live free as you want to live, but do no harm to others. And people are wondering, well, how is that going to work in a society where we have so many rules and regulations and restrictions and fines and people just don't get along? Well, it will take a little bit of a transition. And when people realize that their lives are just free and you get to live and you're not restricted so much, people will start to relax and live better with each other. But we get comments about, well, how's it going to work? What if you have a video? You've made a video, for example, and you put your company name on the video, and you put it out to the public for them to watch. What happens when someone takes your name off that video and then uses it for themselves? It's kind of a good question, because let's go to the very simple type of video that you made. You're not getting paid for it, but you have your company name on it so that perhaps in the future people will realize that you make good videos, and so they will hire you. So how would you look at it under natural law? Kind of a tricky thing. Has somebody trespassed on your property? You're not supposed to trespass on people's property under natural law. And have they done harm to you? Because that's what you have to look at. Did they trespass on you? Did they do harm to you? Well, they've taken your property, and they might have done harm by preventing your exposure out there in the world. So, it's an interesting scenario. I don't have the full answer to that. It was just something that got brought up to me and was discussed among a few people. But this is why natural law is good, because you can discuss these things and you don't have to have these multi-billion-dollar lawsuits. Because let's say I felt that I was trespassed on and harm was done to me. Well, then I would go to the courts, make application, and discuss it. And if it did go to a court case, then I would simply present my case, and the people that took the video would present their case. You don't need billion-dollar lawyers. You don't need corrupt judges. And then you would talk about it. And perhaps even before that even happened, before it even went to a trial, maybe you could just work it out. It's food for thought. It's real simple. Might even come down to, let's give another example. Somebody's parking in front of your house all the time, and you can never ever park there because you don't have a driveway. And they leave their vehicle there for months at a time. Are they trespassing on your property? I don't know. Are they doing harm? I think so. So once again, you can make application to the courts to have this adjudicated. I guess that's the word. Don't hold me to the words I'm using. So you would go discuss it. If they think you have a case, you go and present your evidence, and the other person presents theirs. And you come to some sort of reasonable agreement. Maybe you don't have to go through the whole process. That's the beauty of natural law. In either case, you will have jurors, and they will make the decision and decide on penalties or retribution. Very simple. So when we first start out with the natural law, there could be a little bit of a backlog in cases, as I can see, but as people get to learn how to live free without doing harm to others, you're not going to get so many cases anymore because people just won't do these things. And I think that's a good thing. Now these were just simple examples, but I thought it's kind of nice to go back to a simple example and just discuss it. So think about it, come to your own conclusion, and once we become a republic, I guess we'll find out if these cases that I mentioned will perhaps be tried in court. I don't know. It's not really, I don't know. It's a mystery. Let's find out. Go sign the affirmation, get our Constitution affirmed, and we'll move forward to the next step, and eventually we'll form our republics, and then we'll start living free, like we should. Talk to you again soon.